I'm asking you to tell me, if you were to suddenly appear in front of Blessed Virgin Mary while she's pregnant, how would you talk her into getting an abortion? 201. Call that number now! Why are you just sitting there, or standing there, or... I was going to make reference to bathroom activity, but I am civilized. I do not say such things in public. 201. WFMU, are you on the air?
Yes.
What would you like to say?
Patriots won, baby, yeah!
Clearly, your mother has escaped the garbage. I'm throwing her back. WFMU, are you on the air?
Yeah, how you doing? Listen, to put down Jesus and embrace the devil is like walking into a jail cell butt naked. That's what you're gonna get.
Really? And your mother is getting in the garbage! I am not praising anyone! You idiot! You dumb cop! Americans are so simple-minded. That is what I'm here to do. I'm here to teach you nothing else other than your culture is not a culture. Only civilizations have culture, and yours has collapsed long ago. You're wallowing in stupidity, you American bastard. You religious, brainwashed American bastard. WFMU, are you on air?
Hi, Professor.
Hello, is this Saint?
Is this Saint here?
Yeah, I'm very glad you called. You always make me feel better.
Well, I have the right answer here.
Tell me the answer. I'm waiting.
I would go to her. I would make sure that I got there before she sold the bill of goods to Joseph.
Yeah.
And got him to vouch for her. And I would just go to the authorities and say, look, this woman is pregnant. She's not married.
And
let
they would
the law
stone
Let
her!
the law take care of it, and they would have stoned her to death.
I'm so mad that didn't happen.
You wouldn't have to do anything about it yourself.
If Woody had gone straight through the Sanhedrin, this would never have happened.
Right, then you get back in your time machine so they don't blame you, and you come back here.
Ah, Saint, you have fulfilled this show. I thought it was going to end open-ended with no answer, no resolution, but you have provided...
Hey, they still do it in Nigeria.
That is something I do not know.
No, I don't approve of it, but they certainly did it to a lot of other women then. That
I don't approve of it unless it's televised and you serve popcorn.
They certainly did it to a lot of other women there that couldn't have thought up her story.
Yeah. Well, Saint, I am out of time, but you have called in the nick of time.
Okay, well, that's your answer.
Thank you, Mr. Saint.
Okay.
That is how I want you to be, you American bastards! Hail Satan!
Very cold winter's morning here.
Oh, your seasons are not reversed, being that you're in socialism if you're in capitalism?
No socialism here. It's all each man for himself.
Oh, good healthy. That's very good for motivating people to hurt others. So, Barry, do you know the topic tonight?
I do not, Professor, no. I've only just woken up. I'm awfully sorry.
It's all right. I want to tell you right now and demonstrate the brilliance of European mind. Even though your English envy almost conquered you, you needed the entire world to come to your aid to protect you from Germans, but it's okay. Anyway, Barry, you are good at being hypothetical, right?
Okay.
I'm going to transform your buttocks back in time to the Blessed Virgin Mary. She is in front of you right now. Can you see her in your imagination?
I can, yes.
And she's pregnant! The first time.
Okay.
And you are traveling back in time to talk her into getting an abortion. So go ahead, what will you tell her?
Oh, crikey.
Or would you not talk and just kick her in the stomach or throw her down the stairs? I'm curious, I don't know how the English think, I only know how I think.
I would have to tell her that that her son is going to make a lot of wars and a lot of people kill themselves.
Do you think she could instruct her son not to say such things that would make people fight?
Yes.
I think that she would argue with you.
Well, then I would have to give it a good kick in the belly, wouldn't I?
Yeah. But what if she wanted to keep the child even though her father ran away? His name was God, you know.
All right.
Which is very generic. All other pantheons, the gods have names like Zeus. They are a god. But that god just calls himself God. It's no frills. Why do you pray to him? You can't expect a miracle. It's the higher price in capitalism that you pay for Zeus. He strikes you down with bolt of lightning or transforms himself into animal and rapes you. Right?
That's very good. Yes, because of course, God backwards is dog, isn't it?
It sure is, and he could not even perform that own miracle. God cannot become a dog unless he is traveling and looks in the rearview mirror at himself.
Oh, God.
Would you kill Mary also?
Oh, I don't know if I would, Professor, I must admit.
Do you think that if you saw Mary, you would be disappointed?
Well, she might look a bit rough, mightn't she, you know?
Well, she looks so hot!
Yeah, she looks quite nice, isn't she?
Yeah, I always wanted to lift up her dress when I was a kid looking at her statue.
So, I mean, she might be a bit fat, and she might have a few wrinkles, and...
Yeah, it might be one of those doctored up internet photos. But she does have...
Not another one.
Yeah. She has the greatest publicity department working for her. Like, oh, let's just lie about her appearance. She's really a fat pig. That's why the blood of Christ has alcohol in it. Takes six-pack and dim lighting.
Well, I mean, they do make her look very, you know, very white, don't they? And very pleasant and very nice. I bet she was a right old fishwife.
Well, you know, God's house is the church, and it's dark in there. Can't see what she looks like. No wonder he turned his back on her after he impregnated her.
Well, I mean, I suppose God had that old saying, any hole's a goal.
Haha, Barry, I love your English expressions. Have you heard any American expressions lately that you would like to make fun of, ridicule right now?
I've heard a lot of American expressions lately, actually, but I can't really say any on air, Professor.
I see. You are obeying the law.
Thank you, Professor.
In England, can you swear on the air?
You cannot, no.
No?
No.
So I guess America and England are partners.
That's right. You
In
can't
Germany-
swear on the air.
Germany, we can say everything we want unless it's in that territory that's controlled by Americans, you know.
It's a terrible thing.
After the war, did Russia and America divide up England?
No, I just think America divided it up.
Ah, so there's no like East London and West London.
Actually, there is.
There is!
There is an East London and a West London.
What is
yeah.
the difference between their ideologies?
Well, actually, no one's ever got to East London and lived.
Ah! Is it because of violence or because of microorganisms?
It's because of violence, yes. There's a lot of religious freaks there.
And could you tell me, is there still violence in Ireland?
I'm sure there is, yes.
But not as much as in East London or West London, right?
No, not as much as there, no.
Do you think the Irish taught the Afghanis how to blow up people?
Probably.
But when the Irish blow up the English, they don't blow themselves up, right?
No, they blow everyone up. They're quite, they don't mind who they blow up.
But not themselves. The bomber never blows himself up, right? Or it could be herself. You don't know because they wear those kilts.
No,
We
usually
call them
they don't blow
dresses.
themselves up.
A kilt is a skirt no matter how you slice it. Do the Welsh wear kilts?
How do you think I get paid?
So you have never worn kilt?
No, I haven't, no.
Are you ostracized from your family for not wearing kilt?
I was actually, yes. There are a lot of kilt-wearing freaks.
With garter belt also?
Sorry, Professor.
You don't have garter belts?
Actually, no garter belts.
No garter belts. Well, you're wearing a kilt, right? Or thigh-high boots? I don't know, I'm German. I've never been over to your country because I'm afraid of getting shot because of the old hatred from World War II.
Well, actually, that sounds like my American girlfriend that was staying over Christmas.
Oh, was she shot in the head for the atrocities of World War II that the Americans committed against the English?
Well, no, the thigh-high boots and the kilt and the garter belt.
Ah. We must specify when we speak. Don't you think so?
I do, Professor. Please forgive me.
So right now, are you drinking tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Is that traitorous breakfast that you're drinking? Or do you know that coffee is the real... I know your parents were raped by Germans now. Or your mother was. I know that. Because Germany is a coffee-drinking country. Did you know that?
I did not, Professor, no.
Ah, you betray your blood every time we talk. That's why we get along. You're my half-brother.
Oh, crikey. Thank you very much, Professor.
All right, well, let us vacate, or I'll let you vacate the floor.
Okay, well, I just want to wish a Happy New Year to everyone, and you take care, Professor.
Take care of what? Of whom?
Of yourself.
Of myself. That's right. I never think about myself. I always give of myself, but I never care of myself.
Okay.
I should make sure that I have plenty of fluids, right?
Yes, Professor. Plenty of fluid and lots of the blood of Christ.
Yeah. Would you join? You lift up your coffee, and I lift up my blood of Christ, and we have a sip right now together. Synchronicity. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Ah. All right.
Okay. Bye-bye, Professor.
Goodbye. That was Barry from Wales. Always pleasure to talk to him, but of course we go on these tangents. Now you must reel me back in. If the topic was not obvious, you are going to go back in time, and the Blessed Virgin Pregnant Mary is in front of you, and you want to talk her into an abortion. What do you say to her? 201 8. Oh, that's not a person, that's technology. WFMU, are you on the air?
I am on the air.
Yeah, what would you like to say?
I would like to say...
Why don't you compose your thoughts before calling a prestigious program like Professor Dumdum's laboratory? I throw your mother in the you-know-what. WFMU, are you on the air? You must keep the volume down when you call. WFMU, are you on the air?
I'm on the air?
Yeah.
People can hear me?
Only I can hear you. I'm screening you right now because if you do not pass the test, you do not go on the air.
Oh, okay.
What kind of bright ideas do you have, Buster?
I don't know. What do I say?
You are virgin, aren't you?
What?
You are virgin.
Yeah.
Only people who have been sexually awakened can call my program and throw your mother in the garbage. You have bad parents for you to still be virgin at your age. Shame on you. WFMU, are you on the air?
I am on the air.
What is your name?
It's Laurel.
Laurel from Rutherford?
Yeah, how are you, Professor?
Laurel, I must say that when you and Stephanie and Casey were on the program, you generated lots of mail from hot, steaming prisoners.
I'm glad. That was our job, wasn't it?
Yeah, and the civilians, the free people who are out there in the cities calling, they were all stupid, weren't they?
Yeah, they were pretty stupid. But that's okay. I'm pretty stupid, too.
But the people behind bars, I'm not talking about people drinking in bars. The people behind bars wrote to apologize on the behalf of the male sex.
Yeah, he was the smartest one.
Oh, but there are more. There are bountiful letters that I must...
Really?
Yes, I must forward them to you.
You should.
And Stephanie and Casey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Will you write the prisoners back?
I'm actually drafting a letter now to our inmate from last week.
The winner of the dating game, right?
Yes.
If you were a male and not in prison, wouldn't you be ashamed that you could not have the wit to date yourself?
Who, to date me? Laurel?
Yeah, if you were not a Laurel and you were a male.
I don't know. I think it would be a shame because I'd be really dumb. You don't date me. I actually have pretty low standards.
You do?
Yeah.
That's insulting to me. Because I dated you, Stephanie, and Casey at the same time last time.
That's okay. That's a tri-date. That's different. It's 3 people.
Oh, tri-date, right.
Yes.
Here I was thinking that I have enough of myself to pass through 3 women.
No. You have that ability. That's the whole thing. You have to have high standards for, a 3-person date.
Oh, but one-on-one, you could lower them down a tad.
Yeah. Then I can just, think in my mind and ignore them,
Do you think that you could have had brighter colors if you revealed that you were a blonde bombshell with big... high center of gravity? You're top-heavy? Do you think that would have made people call up?
But you don't want to tell them what you look like because you want to know their mind. That's what's more important.
Yeah, but men are visually stimulated.
Yeah, you're right. We should have, posted pictures on the webpage.
Yeah, if you got great personality, but you're ugly, you're just a friend.
That's all they are.
Beasts are only for women to love.
Lesbian women.
Lesbian women?
Yeah, that's
well,
it.
you know, like Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, you're right.
Quasimodo!
It doesn't work the other way.
No!
If a guy's dating, an ugly girl, all he ever does is get made fun of.
Yeah, especially when you age and you start developing male traits.
Ooh.
It's over for you.
Yeah.
You can only hope for conjugal visits in prison.
Yeah. Dumdum, I wrote a poem for you tonight.
Already?
Yeah.
Could you remind the listeners what the topic of the poem is?
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's about Mary and her breasts and about how some girl wanted breast implants because she wanted big boobies.
Yeah, because growing up she saw how big Mary, the Blessed Virgin's boobs were all the time.
Yes.
Felt inadequate growing up.
That sucks.
Was Mary your role model?
No, not really.
Who's your role? You seem too independent to have role model.
Yeah, I don't think I ever really had a role model.
So you refuse to be role model for other women because so many women want to be just like you, Laurel.
I just want to be like you. Not a man, though.
No?
No.
Well, before you read the poem, I must tell the audience out there that in the presence of Laurel, you can never finish a sentence. Why?
Because I always complete people's sentences?
Yeah, that's why. You just made an example of that.
I know. Oh, duh.
But what we didn't determine is, are you intelligent or are you psychic? What makes you able...
I think I'm intelligent.
That's the... Oh.
What, you don't think I'm intelligent?
I do, but now we can never make the beast with 2 backs. You know why?
Why?
Because statistically, a relationship does not work if the woman is smarter than the man.
Oh, but I do think you're smarter than me.
You're just saying that to make me feel smarter than you, but
No,
I
just
know
want
the truth!
Okay.
As your poem will now tell, right?
It will what?
Your poem will not reveal your intelligence.
No. It can't be written from my perspective because I got my boobs pretty early in life.
Oh.
Yeah.
You are able to put yourself in other people's bra?
Yeah, that's part of the intelligence thing.
Alright, you are also full of empathy.
Yes, empathy is right, not sympathy.
No, empathy. That's what makes you date people who are subpar. I am ready for your poem, Laurel, please.
Okay.
Wait, let me put my seatbelt on. Alright, go ahead.
Okay. It's pretty short. When I was young, sadly my boobs were hung like wrinkled melted chocolate chips. They smelled kind of funky, but I didn't mind. But the look of an 80-year-old woman was most unkind. So when I turned 18, my body I sold to make my boobies beautiful. 2 years later, my boobies I had, supple and full. But a month after that, no longer could I see, because I lost my vision due to the syphilis STD. That's it.
Oh.
It really didn't even have Mary in it, but you can picture her in the background being the reason why.
I feel like someone has stolen my favorite liverwurst sandwich.
Liverwurst, that's the best.
Yeah. Oh, Laurel.
You like that?
I feel love happening.
Love, good. But no syphilis.
No syphilis.
No.
Well, Laurel, were you tuning in when Barry called?
When?
When?
Just now?
Yeah.
Oh, I was in a different room because I would never have the radio playing when I went to call.
Oh, you are... Why can't other people be like you?
Because they're not so smart.
See, now I can date no one because I always compare her to you and your gigantic objects of desire. So, Laurel, were you listening to the topic of conversation about going back in time?
And the abortion, yeah.
Yeah, how would you talk the Blessed Virgin Mary into having abortion?
I don't know. I'd probably bring in the subject of STDs. I'd tell her that God was screwing around with me before she met him.
Ah, and girls believe that, right?
Oh, yeah, no. It's like, you know how guys talk about girls and they give each other heads up? Like, girls talk to girls, too. I'd be like, yo, he was with me before, and he's really dirty. I'd be like that, you know?
Ah, so Shakespeare had it wrong. He casted male in the villain role?
Yes.
But you would be villainous.
Yeah, well, of course. There's no other way. You want her to lose that baby. You gotta be cruel.
Yeah.
And if all else fails, I just poke her with a broomstick.
That would do the trick, right?
Yeah, but I don't think she'd like that.
Would you be afraid of reprisal?
Reprisal?
Yeah.
Oh, you see? Now I'm an idiot because I forgot what that word meant.
That's okay.
Is that like revenge?
We could talk about it under the sheet. I mean, we can discuss that off the air, maybe.
Off the air,
yeah.
Okay.
Do you have anything to say to your devoted fans out there?
No, I will. Everybody have a nice night. And good for listening to Dumdum. He's the only good one on.
Thank you very much.
Bye,
oh,
Dum
Tom
Dum.
Sharpling too, right? You are a fan of Tom Sharpling, right?
Yeah. Oh, Dumdum's the best.
Oh, you make me blush. All right, thank you, Miss Laurel. All right, I'm going to play one song, but I want you all to think about this. I'm sorry, I was just confused because in Germany we have different words for singular you and plural you. But in America, so many people are confused, and it's because of your pronouns. Change them already, damn it! You know how hard it is to listen to your speech. When you say you, I don't know if you're talking to me, just me, or me and everyone within listening range who is also handsome. Oh. So I want you to think, what would you say to Blessed Virgin Mary to make her kill that bastard baby inside her?